Hi, I'm David O'Day with O'Day Schneider, PLLC. The Uniform Code of Military Justice provides service members with all of the constitutional protections guaranteed in civilian courts, but it also adds unique rights tailored to the military environment. These additional safeguards reflect both the special responsibilities of the military service and the need to maintain fairness in a system where commanders have significant authority over the process. While the military must balance discipline and readiness, the UCMJ shows that protecting rights is also a requirement. One of the clearest examples is Article 31B, the military's version of Miranda rights. In civilian law, these warnings generally only apply when a subject is in custody and under interrogation. Under the UCMJ, they apply sooner, before any questioning that could lead to criminal charges, even if the service member is not in custody. This early application ensures that protecting rights against self incrimination start at the first sign of a potential criminal investigation. The right to counsel is also broader in the military. Service members have the right to a detailed military defense attorney at no cost, as well as the option to hire civilian counsel. Once charges are preferred, representation is automatic, and confidential communications with counsel are protected. In the civilian system, the right to appointed counsel typically arises only when formal charges are filed or the accused appears before a court. In the military, legal assistance can be available even before that stage, helping service members navigate investigations and make critical early decisions. Another distinctive protection is the speedy trial rule. While the Sixth Amendment guarantees a speedy trial for all criminal defendants, military law defines it with a clear deadline. Rule of Court Martial 707 requires that trial begins within 120 days of preferral or charges, or the imposition of pretrial restraint, whichever comes first. This bright line rule removes much of the uncertainty found in some courts, where delays upon delays are granted by judges on a case by case basis and can often stretch on for months or even years. The UCMJ also reinforces the presumption of innocence and the requirement for proof beyond a reasonable doubt. But the military rules of evidence tailor certain protections to the realities of military life. For example, safeguards against unlawful searches and seizures follow the Fourth Amendment, but recognize the need for commanders to maintain security, safety, and readiness. This means probable cause is still required for most searches, but certain operational settings may allow for inspections or other actions that would not be allowed in routine civilian life. While these rights are significant, having them on paper does not guarantee fairness in every case. Allegations alone, even in the absence of criminal convictions, can have lasting consequences for military careers. Administrative actions such as relief from duty, removal of security clearance, letters of reprimand, or involuntary separation can occur based solely on a commander's assessment of the facts, and these processes are not bound by the same strict evidentiary standards as a court martial. Consider, for example, a scenario where an allegation of misconduct is investigated but results in no charges. In civilian life, the case might end right there, but in the military, the same allegation might still lead to a career altering administrative investigation, not because proof was made beyond a reasonable doubt, but because the commander determined that continued service was not in the best interest of the unit or the service branch. That means that while the UCMJ offers more formal rights in a criminal proceeding, the administrative side of military justice operates under different rules and can still have a profound impact. Taken together, these additional protections show that military justice is not a reduced form of civilian justice. In many respects, it goes further, granting service members rights that civilians do not enjoy. But the existence of those rights does not mean that every outcome will feel just. Understanding both the expanded protections under the UCMJ and the parallel administrative consequences is essential for anyone subject to military law, whether serving today or advising those who do. Thank you so very much.